Uh-oh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NBA offseason 2022. Here we go. According to Mark Stein of the Stein Line, there are rumblings from credible people that there is some type of contact between LeBron James and Kyrie Irving once again amidst the drama in Brooklyn, in which it looks like the Nets are unwilling to give Kyrie Irving a long-term extension. Now, it gets really interesting from here. The Lakers do not have enough cap room to sign Kyrie outright, so there are a few options on the table. Let me break it down to you. The Lakers could sign Kyrie Irving with their mid-level exception. Here's the problem with that. That's only about $5 to $6 million. Kyrie, if he just opts into the last year of his deal with Brooklyn, could make about $34, $35 million. That would be a $30 million L for Kyrie. Here's the thing. We've seen Kyrie kind of do things at the beat of his own drum. Does he feel that disrespected by the Brooklyn Nets? The fact that they're probably not going to give him a long-term deal that he wants. Does he feel that disrespected to the point where he'll take a $30 million L to prove his point? I mean, the brother's about to lose a major deal at Nike, in which he's going to lose a lot of money, presumably because he doesn't want to play ball the way Nike wants him to play ball. Also, keep in mind, Kyrie missed out about $15 to $17 million just this past season because he didn't take the vaccine and obviously missed about half of the year for Brooklyn. The point I'm trying to make is Kyrie has missed out on money recently. Is going to miss out on more money with Nike in the upcoming future. He's a guy that has taken L's financially in the past to prove his point, to stand firm in what he believes in. If the Nets ain't willing to give him a long-term deal, I can't believe I'm saying this. Would Kyrie play in L.A. for a one-year deal at about $5 or $6 million? No, I didn't just rhyme all that, did I? I'm a cold dude. There's other options. Russell Westbrook is a Los Angeles Laker at point guard for now. Could LeBron be talking to Kyrie potentially about finding a way to trade Russ to Brooklyn, or maybe a three-team trade with the team like Charlotte or Indiana, in which they end up with Russell Westbrook? Keep in mind, he's in the last year of his deal. Presumably, he should be a little more of a tradable asset this offseason versus if you would have tried to trade him at the trade deadline last year. Or maybe, just maybe, is there conversations or rumblings about LeBron and Kyrie getting together at the expense of Anthony Davis? Will LeBron be so interested in rejoining forces with Kyrie Irving that he'd be willing to give up on his big fella in AD due to his injury concerns? Look, the fact that there's rumblings of LeBron and Kai talking, it tells you where this offseason is going. If I'm Kyrie's team, this is great that this got out in the atmosphere. Kyrie's just trying to get as much leverage as possible to get that long-term extension with the Brooklyn Nets. And if talking to LeBron makes the Nets a little worried that Kai might jump ship and go to Brooklyn, which would make Kevin Durant more upset, if that's the type of leverage that Kyrie Irving needs to get that deal done in Brooklyn, then his team's going to put those type of things out in the atmosphere, even if it's not nothing, right? So you understand why Kyrie puts it out in the atmosphere. LeBron's side, I'm a little dumbfounded here. Kyrie randomly demanded a trade away from you before LeBron. He did it and wouldn't even give you the time of day to communicate with you how he was feeling. He's talked about how he doesn't look at you as a guy like Kevin Durant that can knock down that shot at the end of the games, even though you knock down clutch shots when y'all played together. Clearly, he doesn't respect your game from a shooting standpoint at the level he does Kevin Durant. If you think for 1 second Kyrie, who has been inconsistent, by the way, in Cleveland, Boston, and Brooklyn, and I'm not talking about on the court, I'm talking about getting to the court. He's been inconsistent everywhere he's went. If you think West Coast Kyrie would be any different, and I'm a Lakers diehard, I'm not even excited about this. I think LeBron will be sadly mistaken. An older LeBron, obviously a guy that can't take over in big-time stretches in the regular season like he once could. When Kyrie and Kevin Love were down in Cleveland, LeBron could win you games by himself. If last season is any indication of where the king is at in his career, he's still really good as an individual talent. But again, not a guy that you can count on to win games by himself. If you think West Coast Kyrie ain't going to act a fool, I think the king would be sadly mistaken. Again, according to Mark Stein, there are rumblings that Kyrie and LeBron have had some type of contact that's got NBA circles talking about what they're talking about. Oh, man, welcome to NBA offseason 22. The gift that keeps on giving. NBA free agency is right around the corner. Kyrie Irving has until June 29th, that's a week from today, to make a decision on if he will opt in to the last year of his deal with Brooklyn. If he decides to opt out, then all bets are off.